You only have about 3 months until the end of September, and the stock of Aduro Clean Technologies might go up 5x or even 10x. And that's before eventually going up 100x or more. About 12 months ago, the stock traded maybe $100,000 worth of stock in a single day. Now it trades 2 million, 3 million, and last week it even traded $10 million in one day. This was unheard of 1 year ago. The interest in the stock, it's absolutely exploding. When you look on X, you see daily tweets like this that are responding to large accounts looking for investment ideas. BRB need to teach him about Aduro. Just posted an article on Aduro. I recently initiated a position in Aduro Clean Technologies. Aduro's technology would solve the problem of the plastic waste. They can handle almost any kind of plastic waste. Love this. You're naming nearly all the stocks I am currently invested in. One flying way below the radar is Aduro. Game changer for plastic revealing industry. Been doing due diligence in the past few weeks. The more I see, the more I like it. This is happening every single day. Again, 12 months ago, this was unheard of. But today, the secret about Aduro Clean Technologies is spreading like wildfire. There's a reason why Aduro's stock price looks like this. So now you tell me, how long before someone like Cathie Wood learns about Aduro? And it doesn't have to be her, just somebody with a big mouth and a lot of money. Now, I guarantee you that she already knows about Aduro. I sent it to ARK Invest and many others also did. However, two things have to happen before someone like her invests in Aduro. One of them happens at the end of September. After this catalyst, the floodgates are going to open and everybody and their brother will want to buy stock of Aduro Clean Technologies. My name is Mariusz Skonieczny and I've been investing in the stock market full-time for 16 years. I'm also the founder of microcapexplosions.com, which is a private membership website for small and microcap stocks. We find unknown stocks just like Aduro before they become popular. Do you know why many investors are fascinated with Elon Musk? Because everything he touches, he disrupts. PayPal disrupted online payments. Tesla disrupted electric vehicles. Now, SpaceX is looking to colonize Mars. Human beings are fascinated with new and disruptive things. Old and existing things are boring. And this is the same for the investment community. If a company is working on something exciting, they're willing to pay billions of dollars in market capitalizations, even if there are no revenues, even if the company is losing millions of dollars. Revenues and profits are for boring companies. Look at Archer Aviation. Market cap $5.5 billion. Revenues? Zero. As you can see, over the last 3 years, the company had zero revenues. And in 2024, it lost more than $500 million. However, Archer Aviation has beautiful looking flying taxis that promise to disrupt how we commute. Oklo Inc., market cap $9 billion. Revenues? Look, I told you we don't do revenues in this section. Oklo Inc. has zero revenues. Zero. And in 2024, the company lost $74 million. But the company promises to disrupt the energy industry with nuclear energy. And this brings me to Nano Nuclear Energy. Market cap $1.26 billion. Revenues? You guessed it, zero. But the company is working on SMRs, small modular reactors. We know that AI data centers need a lot of energy and power. Well, small modular reactors are nuclear reactors that can solve this problem. Think of them as modular power generators that use nuclear energy to power the data centers. The bottom line is this: disruption does not need any revenues for multi-billion-dollar valuations. Now, eventually, these companies have to deliver revenues and profits. But in the meantime, there's a lot of money that can be made on hope, speculation, and promise. This is why I believe that Aduro Clean Technologies can 10x before the company shows any meaningful revenues or profits. And if Aduro does deliver on its promises, then going to the moon might be too conservative. So what is Aduro's disruption? Well, Aduro has a technology that can recycle plastic. Yes, the plastic waste that is flooding our beaches and landfills. But I do recycle, I promise. I put my plastic waste in the recycling bins. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Less than 10% of plastic is recyclable. Most of it ends up in the landfills. It is not being recycled, okay? Because of this, plastic is found in our food. It was even discovered in human penises. Yes, but before you go and check if it's true, finish the video until the end, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. It helps out the channel a lot. On December 13, 2024, Elon Musk tweeted that plastic recycling is pointless. Let me translate this for you. With the current plastic recycling technologies that people know about, yes, plastic recycling is pointless. It is not profitable. There's a reason why less than 10% of plastic is recyclable. So now you tell me, what happens when the world finds out that Aduro Clean Technologies has a plastic recycling technology that can recycle plastic that no other technologies can in a profitable way? Do you think that people like Cathie Wood are not going to get excited about this disruptive technology? Do you think that they will say, I don't care that 400 million tons of plastic is produced per year. I don't care that plastic is polluting our oceans and finds itself in our bodies. We like it the way it is. Tell me. But before they get involved and send the stock price to the stratosphere, they need a higher market cap and the catalyst that happens in September. Look at ARK Invest portfolio. $653 million in Tesla, $452 million in Roku. How can Cathie Wood buy a meaningful position in Aduro Clean Technologies when the entire market cap is only $200 million? She needs Aduro to be worth in the billions of dollars or 10x from here. And that's where the catalyst comes in. At the end of September, Aduro is on track to finish building the pilot plant. This is hugely important. You see, right now, we know that the technology works. It has been independently verified. We also know that the technology works on a continuous basis because the company proved it with its R2 system. We also know that more than 10 multi-billion-dollar companies are testing this technology. This includes names like Shell Oil and Total Energies. However, many investors, especially institutional investors, need to see the pilot. Well, they're going to get it in about 3 months. That's why you only have 3 months before the big money gets involved with Aduro Clean Technologies. Right now, there's barely any institutional ownership. There is no options market. There's no one on CNBC talking about Aduro. But when the pilot is done and everybody can see what I have been saying for the past 3 years, the floodgates will open. In my opinion, once Aduro reaches $1 billion market cap, it will be easier to go to $5 billion than it was from $200 million today to $1 billion, which I think will happen soon. In summary, companies with disruptive technologies that address big problems with big total addressable markets get multi-billion-dollar valuations just on hype and promise. Aduro Clean Technologies has all the elements for big dreamers to get high on their own imaginations. This is a $1 trillion opportunity. One of the reasons why Aduro does not have a multi-billion-dollar valuation is the lack of the pilot and how the company went public on NASDAQ. You see, most of the time, companies stay private and then they IPO in the US at multi-billion-dollar valuations. Aduro wasn't able to do that because it was already listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange prior to uplisting to NASDAQ in November of 2024. Therefore, investment bankers had to price the NASDAQ IPO at severely undervalued price, which was quoted on the Canadian Securities Exchange. With that being said, thank you for watching this video. Remember, you only have 3 months.